What up, boys and girls? How we all doing? How we all doing? We good? It's reset day. Yes, it is. What does that mean? That means all and only one thing. We are going to sell legendaries like crazy today, or at least that's the plan. We've got some sneaky insight from Kieran here, who plays over on the NA. All the monies. Only sold 5 rank 4 leather items today, but liquid gold has gone from 900k to 4 million. Well, there we go. With still lots of inventory. Boom. That's what we want to hear. That sounds good news. Good news, good news, good news. Red Cup already? It's been a month already? Hey. As Ben says, time flies when you're having fun, yo. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to all my coffee club. Respect. Appreciate you all very much so. Thank you very much. Over 3 million in liquid gold today. That's how it should be done. That is how it should be done. We are going to hopefully get somewhere into those realms relatively soon. I have logged on already this morning. I haven't taken the loot from my mailbox from last night, last post. But there's a cheeky $500,000 in there already. So let's grab that just quickly. Let's not forget, we have to, deposit our wares. Let's put 10% in the guild bank, which is, what was that, like a good 45k? You go in there, yoink. So, we've got 400k to play with. 400k to play with. Plenty of stock. Already having some things selling. Grim Veiled stuff, to be honest. It's really weird how there's more competition in tailoring right now than there has ever been before. Yet it seems to me to feel as if most of my sales are coming from tailoring. It's odd. Although I know I'm not super competitive on the other stuff, so hang on. Oh yeah, let's send that Alethea ore over to be turned into something more useful. Are the tunes too loud? Can you guys even hear the tunes today? I think they're too loud. Rank 3 male boots just sold for 145k. Damn, you're right. If I remember rightly, you're pretty much killing it with tailoring from what I remember. You've been saying that the capes have been selling for crazy quantities. This is going to be the way it's going to be today, I think. Plenty of the old cancel scans. See if we can keep it within the what's it, the cancel limit. God, can you tell when I've not had coffee yet? Oh boy, my brain just doesn't function. Coffee addicts, good morning to you. Mr. Argonas 007. Are you actually a 007? Should I be worried? Sold another 40 capes today, up to 8.3 million just in cape revenue. 373 capes. Holy smoke. That's crazy. Do I need to be stocking up on capes? Ironically, I bet I don't have any. This is one issue I have with Grim Veiled cape. Yeah, there we go. I don't have any. Maybe I should just bang out a whole bunch of capes. Oh, other account's been disconnected already. Derp. Let's fix that initial problem. 8.3 million revenue just on capes. I restock them all the time. Yeah, I sense that being something that might need to be done. The fact that I don't have any, maybe I just dump them all into. Let's see what the. Oh no, wrong one. Grim Veiled. Let's go cape. Damn, they're mad profitable. Even right at the beginning. Even rank 1s are profitable. And there's loads of them. Rank 1s, we get up to 210s, they're up to 8k a piece. 225s are 10k a piece. 235s are then 20k a piece. Yeah, they're all still profitable. Like roughly 12k crafting cost on a rank 4 sells for 20. Yeah, I should just be banging out a whole bunch. I don't think I'll ever reach gold cap. I keep buying tokens since they're so cheap. You can only have, what is it, $350/euros in your Blizzard balance. So there comes a point where you can't even buy tokens anymore. That's when you know you're truly gold capped. When you've maxed out your Blizzard balance and you've got 10 million gold in your bags and you've got 10 million gold in your guild. That's when you know you're balling. Mind you, your cloth is like half as cheap as mine. I can pretty regularly get the lightless silk for about 60 gold each now, I think. If memory serves me right. I can't remember the exact numbers, but 8 mil in pockets and 2.5 on the auction house. It's close. Yep. I can't believe you've only got 2.5 mil on the auction house if you've got 8 mil in your pockets. Quite simply because I think I've got, what have we got right here, 3.7 mil on the auction house and 400k in the bags. What's the gold cap on the guild bank? That is also, you can fill the guild bank with tokens. Oh, well, okay. Now that's balling, but sure. The guild bank can have another 10 mil in, so it's 10 mil on hand, 10 mil in the guild bank, which that puts it into perspective, doesn't it? That if Limit spent 331 million on the Race to World First this time, did they have like, did every single one of the 20 main characters would have to have had gold cap and not be in Limit? Where was all the money stored? Well, it's interesting when they say that they took 331 million in loans. That doesn't necessarily mean at one point anybody had 331 million gold. That was basically what they. It's kind of difficult. That's what they borrowed to buy things, or they would get given a BOE item without having to pay for it, and then would pay that value back. There was never one point where they just had 300 million on hand. It was spent in 500 different ways, very, very quickly. And a lot of the time, like I said, they probably spent a bonk of that on initially BOEs. They would probably spend 500k on a BOE pretty much regardless. Plus then they would just take gold to buy items, and then they would repay that gold with boosts, I think is the main way. 2.5 mil for a heroic boost. 2.5 mil for a single heroic boost. Surely it's not that expensive. Or maybe it is nowadays. Maybe with Shadowlands and BFA inflation, then maybe it is 2.5 mil for a heroic boost. I wouldn't be paying 2.5 mil for a mythic boost. I don't understand why people pay for boosts. Is my God's honest opinion on the matter, but people do. So this early in the expansion, it probably is. Yeah, I guess because it's just there's no past tier to really compare against. 700k on Draenor, but that's probably without loot. Well, the thing is I can't imagine a guild like Limit would be in the position to trade away loot either, because they probably run the raid multiple times on the same characters, so they're loot locked. I don't know how it works. Might be worth it for the achievement and mount. I guess, if you're that inclined. Sold some M plus boosts in the past. The people buy them were usually capable of doing those mythic pluses themselves. It's usually that's what you find, is that you got to remember that a lot of it's weird. It's almost a derogatory term to call somebody a casual in this game nowadays, but the casual player base usually aren't that scarce of gear. What they need the Mythic Plus boost for is they're basically buying those 4 other people to guarantee that run goes smoothly. Because they could either just buy the boost and have a smooth run and just be carried through it, or they could spend 3 days trying to pug that same group and failing 20 times. It's a time thing, isn't it, I guess? I don't know. I'm not sure myself. Quick 2 mil selling rings? Oh, that's a good one. Congrats, Seth. Well done. Casual, the next banned Twitch word. Calling it now. I mean, not that I want to get into it in any way, shape or form, but Twitch didn't ban any words. They banned the use of derogatory language, which should be something that's obvious, but yeah, sure, whatever. We were going to look at capes, weren't we? We were going to look at capes. We've got a bit of cloth kicking about. We can probably make some capes. A couple of rank 4s. I think we need 2 of everything, so let's just get 2 of everything on the go. Finally hit 5 million worth of auctions on the auction house today. Big milestone for me. This is the thing I like about like the crafting side of gold making, is that you can dump a whole bunch of time and effort into crafting a bunch of things. Well, time, effort, and gold. Let's not beat around the bush. But the matter of the fact is, then you put in a lot of time and effort at the beginning, but you can get multitude more out of it eventually. Like, for example, I could literally stop recrafting items today and just, focus on selling this 5 million gold that I've got on the auction house right now. And be chilling, $700k for N boss on heroic, 750k for 10 out of 10 norm on EU. 750k for 10 out of 10 on normal mode. I guess this early in the expansion, then there probably are pretty high prices. In the 2.5 mil run, you get every single piece of gear for your armor class. Yeah, that's probably the case. Yeah, if I was to pay 2.5 million gold for a run, I would literally, if I'm a hunter, I would want like nothing but shamans and hunters in the group. I would want literally all the loots, or I would want to rock out of there in BIS gear. Personal loot for the win. Well, don't forget that if they've already got if they're selling heroic runs, then they're likely going to be mythic geared, meaning that any piece of loot that they get, whilst it's probably a huge upgrade for you, they can trade it away. The goal for me was always how many items can I get up on the auction house for a profit versus how much gold I have in the bank. Yeah, I share a similar mindset. Like, liquid gold in my bags doesn't really mean a lot to me. If I relatively quickly need a couple of million gold, the easiest thing for me to do is just not restock for a few days and just kind of cash out a little bit on my inventory, and then hey presto, there's a couple of million gold. It's not so much. There's very rarely going to be anything in the game that instantly requires me to have like multiple millions of gold. Whilst, I mean, obviously if I can get it, cool, sure, no problem, but I'm officially liquidating all Legos this week. Won't have time to restock in the coming weeks. Feel prices are going to slash soon too. My liquid is less than 5% of my wealth. Yeah, true. I always sit in a very similar position. I'll keep reinvesting in stuff until I bottleneck myself on the server. You underestimate how scarce gear is. I did a 6 out of 10 heroic in a day and only got one useless conduit. Wouldn't be surprised if some pieces they got a below heroic. Well, you also got to remember that they stack up on BOEs and all that sort of stuff as well. There's four item slots which drop a 226 BOE. You would imagine most of these top guilds have got those equipped. So there's 4 slots mythic straight away. Tip was very useful not crafting rank 4 outside the auction house. Got a whisper and charged 100k for rank 4 leather braces. Well, 100k tip on leather braces, that's pretty ballsy, but fair play. I don't like having too much stock. You never know what prices may crash at any time, turning your 20 million into 10 million overnight. Yeah, there's an element of that. If the products that you're holding in stock are volatile, but the thing about the legendaries is that whilst their value is going to go down, the only thing that is going to could potentially half it overnight is if there was a dramatic change by Blizzard. And whilst whilst it does happen, you can never foresee or never plan for something like that. So I'm usually not too bothered. I try to keep 2 of every legendary in stock. That's my main goal half the time. Keep 2 of every legendary in stock, maybe another couple of ones that are hot sellers, just so that I have slightly more spares. But I generally consider the items that I have in stock paid for, so that if something crazy does happen, I'm not bothered. That same change from Blizzard could also double it overnight. Well, that is true. This is why I usually recommend people pick up a bunch of items from the past expansion, because at least for the next couple of months during the start of an expansion, a lot of materials from the past expansion will actually go up in value. Now, demand obviously falls off hugely, but the value of them often goes up. Those people should have at least half mythic gear, and in all other slots at least 213 plus, so they can probably trade everything. Yeah, this is it. People that are doing heroic boost runs are likely geared to the... This is one thing that it's been more so in the past You still have your operation set to 48 hours, by the way. Yeah, I'm aware. I've still got them at 48 hours. I was leaving them at 48 hours at least until we got New Year's out the way, because I wasn't sure what we were doing for New Year's. And there might be a day in the next few days where I don't even log on. So, but yes, thank you, appreciate it. What was I saying? Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. Not enough coffee. Millions ticking in. Hopefully I stocked enough. Yeah, I'm in that same mindset. I know I didn't stock up anywhere near enough. I didn't have the... through not playing at all last week, I didn't actually have a lot of liquid gold to stock up on materials. And really weirdly, on my realm, there was a market reset that happened on Sunday night. Of all times. Usually we look at buying up our stock on Monday because that's kind of, you've got what's left over of the weekend's farming. Buying them on Monday was what I usually do, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere all of the materials got reset on Sunday night, which was a bit odd. I even had another couple of the goblins on my server like, did you buy all of the materials? Because we didn't buy all the materials. Where did all these materials go? Potentially a new player trying to enter the market, but yeah, due to not playing last week virtually at all because of Christmas, I didn't actually liquidate a lot of my stock, so I didn't have much gold to then restock. So I've got everything restocked. I just don't have a huge amount of spare materials for recrafting today. But did I just do a cancel scan then? You can tell when I don't have coffee in my veins, I very quickly forget what the hell it is I'm doing. Your approach to this crafting thing's so cool. I have a ton of liquid, 4.2 million, and I'm afraid to invest more than $1 million at once, as I'm afraid of losing it. Well, that's arguably that's what I advise people to do anyway. I never would advise anybody to invest in something to a value higher than what they're willing to just completely write off. Like, if you're happy to lose $1 million gold, then invest $1 million gold, because you never know what could happen. Over time, you come to learn that it's where the risks are and what risks you can take and what are the worst case scenarios. But you may have also noticed that whilst I don't have a lot of liquid gold in my bags, every time I loot my mailbox, I put 10% of whatever that is in my guild bank, and I don't touch this. This is just saved for a rainy day right now. So this is basically what I consider my liquid gold. My liquid gold. What sits in my bags is just my investment play money. I mean, what I have in my guild, it's like a savings account. You just pretend it's not there. And there has to be like a seriously good reason for me to spend that gold. And to be honest, what's in the guild bank now is what I'll just play around with and piss about with through the rest of the expansion. When everybody gets to a point where they start desperately trying to get 10,000 gold an hour by farming because nothing else is profitable anymore, then I'll be sat on a few million gold and won't have to worry and won't have to play that weird awkward time. This is why I literally like to spend the first 4 weeks, month and a half of an expansion not actually playing the game, but just like absolutely creaming the auction house for everything it's worth. Last week was bonkers, but the competition is insane, so I think after this week and probably next I'll just dial it back until others get less intense. Well, there's a weird thing that's going to happen soon. This possibly will be the last crazy reset. Not saying that you won't sell things ever again, but it may not be as ridiculous for a while. Mainly because now, as of today, everybody on the globe can theoretically start crafting and using their rank 4s, assuming that they've been keeping up to date with Torghast. even if they've missed a couple of levels in Torghast, they'll still get enough Soul Ash this week to be able to pretty much, for most people, I would imagine, to be able to pick up their rank 4s. What did we sell? Grimveiled Hood, 20k. Have you found a way to get rid of bulk gems? No, but the honest answer is I haven't really looked. Yeah, honest answer is I haven't really looked. But my thought would probably be that at least getting your Jewel Crafter to have the Crafter's Mark rank 2 will probably do something for you. Just crafting all of the things and just drip feeding them into the auction house very slowly. There's no quick, easy dump for gems, unfortunately. That's just not a thing. But if you're happy to sit on the cost of them for a while and just slowly drip feed them back into the market, you'll probably make a reasonable amount of your gold back. But yeah, arguably what you need to do is just focus on getting as much profit on the rings and necks as you can, to mean that the cost of your gems is minimal. But Crafter's Mark rank 2, 168 rings, 168 necks. They're always going to be good sellers, I'd imagine. There'll always be a few thousand gold each, I'd guess. Why pick a rank 4 when you can have 3 rank 1s for different types of content? Well, that's also true. This is the mindset a lot of people are going into. I can imagine your rogues, your druids, basically anything that uses leather is probably of that opinion, that they can buy a couple of their rank 1 leather legendaries for somewhat of a reasonable price, but then when the rank 4s are like 100k plus easily, then they might, maybe I'll just have a couple of rank 1s just to get the powers. I don't know, people are going to play it in different ways, that's the thing. But the emphasis really today is on the fact that there is now enough Soul Ash kicking about in the game for people to actually start upgrading to rank 4 if they wish. Many also just choose one legendary and stick with it. Well, equally, that's also true. Yeah, there's always at least 2 sides to every coin. I consider the gems free since I always made big profits on the necks and rings. They repay the 10,000 ore I was prospecting without the gems. I mean, if you can sit in that position, then that's absolutely perfect. That means in theory, then you could arguably just vendor them and get 2 gold 50 for each one, and still consider it a win. I mean, this is always the trick with jewel crafting, is to be, like I said, to be able to use basically all of the materials. A lot of the best in slot legendaries are also the best item for every content, or second best for rogues. The raid legendary is best in slot or near best in slot for all content. Possibly the case, but I mean, when you consider how many classes there are, and then how many specs there are for those classes, there's like, what, 40? There's like over 40 different specs and class combinations or something, isn't there? Which always is going to mean that people will do different things. I made the mistake of thinking that you could have 2 rank 1s equipped at once. Ooh, yeah, not yet. So I imagine in the next patch that will probably be a thing. That will probably be a thing. Grimveiled Cape, there we go. Wonder which rank that was that we sold. Probably not rank 4, as we just took those down and relisted them. A lonely rank 1 cape. But at 3,000 gold is 3,300 gold is still profitable. What does it take? 10. TSM believes that a rank 1 has a crafting cost of 2,500 gold. The boreal shards plus the shrouded cloth plus the enchanted lightless silk. Yeah, that's probably about. There's probably like a couple of hundred gold profit in the rank 1s. Not a huge amount though, not by a long shot. I logged onto this dude because I feel we need to turn some of this stuff, make sure our crafter dude is actually doing some crafter dude sort of stuff. We might do a little bit of skinning this morning. I'm aware that the morning sales are not going to pop off. And as I said, it's 2 stream Wednesday, so we'll be doing a stream in the evening as well, because that's where I imagine the majority of the sales will come in. I'm not expecting it to be crazy this morning. Let's get this dude crafting first. And the reason I say we might be doing some skinning is because I got my Demon Hunter to level 60 eventually last night. Got him a few bits of gear. I think he's item level 160 something now. Nothing crazy, but enough to be able to pull a few bugs and skin them pretty quickly. $75k profit from a rank 2 male boots earlier. Well, the fact that you have rank 2 male boots probably means that you can charge stupid business for them, because I imagine there's not much of that sort of stuff kicking about. I'm interested to look at the Bone Shatter market actually, because even there's another goblin on my realm. We were talking earlier. Whispered me this morning and was like, "Do you think it's worth getting into the Bone Shatter market?" Because it's like, it's so costly to do, but literally outside of the helm and the shoulders, there's very little reason to do it. But if you look at the quantities here, quantities of legendaries at each one, you've got the shoulders, which are arguably the best seller, simply for the reason that hunters it's just a hunter. 6k for a rank 1 pair of Bone Shatter shoulders. Are you mad? Is that what it's come to nowadays? Is that why I'm not selling any of mine? Are people that desperate to get into the market that they're dumping them at like 6k a piece? These are like 20k crafting cost, right? For a rank 1? Damn. Yeah, I was going to say I don't list my rank 1 shoulders. I list them at 23,000 gold. That's probably why I don't sell them. But I mean, it's wow. I mean, that's sure. I'm seriously considering to buy some of it. The thing is, I don't want to get into the rank 1 market. I know full well the rank 1 market is always going to be selling at a loss. But do I buy a few at 6k and then sell them back out again at like 12k and still double my money on them, even though they're still technically 50% craft cost? Well, anyway, 210s. You see, straight away you go from 190s at 6k to 210s at minimum price for a 210 is 35,000 gold. And for some reason I don't have any, which is a problem. That is a problem. Bone shoulders are the worst to sell because they're the most popular. More people crafting, more undercuts. Or I craft for funds. Yeah. So, everything 210 and above for the shoulders appears to be profitable. 225s at 56,000. These are getting very close to the wire. in terms of crafting cost. I think on a pair of 225s, I think I'm asking for about 10-20% margin on selling them though, which is why. Then you get to 235s at 100k, yeah. That sort of makes sense. Yes, it's obviously, it's weird how you always see this. You see a whole bunch of one person crafting their rank 1s and selling them stupidly cheap, but you'd expect to see that same person then selling 210s, but this Roquetito, or whatever his name is, you then don't see them selling 210s, you don't see them selling 225s, you don't see them selling 235s, which leads you to wonder, like, did these just try and craft a whole bunch of them and then just give up instantly? It's like, this is where I wish the because the Undermine journal used to allow you to put in a player's name and see everything that player had listed. Doesn't have any 210s because he spent all his mats on 190s. Exactly. This is what I think. I think this is genuinely somebody that just didn't do the maths. They bought a bunch of items, spent a few 100,000 gold, thought that, oh yeah, that'll be plenty, that'll get me up to rank 4. Then they crafted 6 rank 1s and went, shit, this is expensive. But let's take a little bit more of an in-depth look. When it comes to the only male items I have above item level 190 are the shoulders and the helm. So arm guards, for example, I've still only got rank 1s. And that is because, in fact, I don't even appear to have rank 1s because there's no auctions of mine here. Odd. How do I get free coins without waiting or buying coins? Nick, I have no idea how to help you, since I'm not sure you... What? I should probably look at crafting a couple of these then to get my skill up, if since I don't even have any listed. Not having any listed is always dangerous in my books. But let's look at 210s. There is only 3 sets of 210 arm guards on the auction house at all. This dude, Yahtzee Dude, has... I have a feeling this is one of the main goblin's alts, because I've only recently started to see this name. I think this is somebody's alt. I think they're just posting their mail gear on an alt. But Yahtzee Dude has 210s, 225s, and 235s. He's gone all the way on the arm guards. That's going to have cost a bunch. Have you made a video about setting up a second auction house account yet? Feeling like it'd be a good guide to have up? I mean, I don't think it's guide worthy. You quite literally just buy another copy of World of Warcraft and log in. You do exactly what you did to buy the first copy of World of Warcraft. You just do it again. I mean, if it's video worthy, maybe I'll get to it at some point, but I've never thought of it to be something that's video worthy. 235s, real expensive. Bit late for a second auction house account. It's genuinely never too late. There is not a single point in an I've had 2 accounts actively running since probably Wrath of the Lich King. There is never a reason to not have a second account. Another Grimveiled Cape. Rank 2 this time. Oh, and we sold a rank 4 a minute ago. So yeah, those capes are flying off the shelves. Never mind, I don't guess anybody knows how to get free coins on here. Yeah, the Cape Man knows. Yeah, I bet. What I should maybe do... bot. Oh dear. Let's not suggest that. Gauntlets. Let's look at gauntlets ever so quickly. Gauntlets rank 1s are super cheap again. 210s. There's profit in the 210s, that's for sure. 225s, there's profit in those also. And then by the time you get all the way to 235, then it's mad level money. So yeah, those that have actually invested in the mail side of stuff genuinely are definitely going to make some money on the very occasional. The thing is if you're getting into the mail game, yes, this Yahtzee dude has virtually got a monopoly on 235 mail items. The argument then stands is just how many of them is he actually selling, or are they actually selling? $250,000 still for 235s here. The helm is one market I am in, and the helm is at 235, 100k plus. Free coins on infinity slots. Dude, we're not even playing infinity slots. I have no idea what's going on. Male shoulders are good sellers for me. 70k profit on each. Yeah, the male shoulders always will be, because that's just every single hunter wants those. Inspected the dominant 235 seller on my realm after I bullied my way in. He's at 86 million in sales, assuming it's mostly since the start of Shadowlands. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Some dude has the two-hander BOE sword market all to himself, listing only one at a time and buying all the ones who undercut. He has dedication. Yo, I mean, if you can pull that sort of thing off, then fair play. But the BOE market is the place to do that sort of thing, though, because if somebody gets one and then lists one, they can't then go back out and just get another one. So, yeah. The BOE market is one market that you can kind of like hold to yourself. Absolutely. Wow, another Grimveiled cape. Do I just need to craft like literally my last 4 sales have been the cape. Seems insanely risky with how high the drop rate is. A BOE is a BOE. No single person can actively go out and farm that exact BOE. I think we need to do a quick cancel scan. We can only seem to sell capes right now for some reason. Must suck for him since you can get 184 weapons this week or 200 from Conquest if you get the weekly. But most people aren't going to do that. You forget the BOE market is there specifically for the people that ding 60 and have a lot of gold and want to skip a big part of the gearing. The BOEs never need to be BIS. They just need to be better than what the player has at the time. With the BIS Elemental Shaman power, which came this week, either goes on the boots or the cape. Assuming the boots are expensive, most probably a lot of people are picking up capes. Ah, there we go. There's the insight that we needed. So yeah, that's going to be the case then, because the boots are going to be mad level expensive in comparison to the capes. This is something I was looking at initially when we first, like way back in the beta, when we first looked at the legendaries, and we were trying to, I started to put together the spreadsheet, and we were trying to work out, well, if there, because this was my concern for a long time with jewel crafting, that at the beginning jewel crafting was actually looking to be the super expensive one, even though it ended up being leatherworking. I was concerned for jewel crafting for a long time that if the rings and necks are 3 or 4 times the price of what you could get any of the other items for, then you're just not going to buy the rings or necks. And it's going to be the similar scenario between like the cape and the mail boots. Mail boots at any decent rank are going to easily set you back like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100k plus. Whereas the cape, you can pick up a rank 4 cape for like 20k. Easy game. No, like literally, it's not even something you consider. Oh, which 2 markets do I control? Capes and mail boots. Well, there we go. Well, we seem to be able to sell tailoring stuff pretty effectively today for some reason. Hot damn. Tailoring be popping off. I've thought this for a few weeks now, that simply because the tailoring gear is so much cheaper relative to other stuff, it means that cloth wearers are happy to, a cloth wearer is not going to bat an eyelid at spending 30,000 gold on a rank 4 item, but it's going to take way more for somebody to press that buy button if that rank 4 item is 100k. And this is an inherent problem with leatherworking, I feel. Not that they won't sell, but you can literally like just make it rain with tailoring items because they're so cheap to craft in the first place, relatively speaking. And it's interesting for me as well because tailoring, I've seen a whole bunch more people trying to get into tailoring the last few days. Let's see how competitive people are being, considering I've literally just done a repost and 2 different people have already done a repost. Set up your TSM properly. Don't do my mistake of reposting, not checking the price and posting 4 tier 3 male helms for 14k. Ouch. Ouchisters. They're steady, but profit margins are so slim it's kind of disappointing, only getting 500 gold for a rank 4 cape. But if you can get 500 gold 20 times, that's still 10k, you know. But no, I get it, yeah. This is going to be the thing with all of the legendaries eventually. Rank 4 Grimveiled Shoulders. We also sold rank 1 Umberhide Gauntlets. That's an odd one to sell. That's an odd one to sell. It's an odd one, but I'll take it. It puts us close to 200k this hour. We need a good couple of 300k hours. 3.7 million an hour revenue in the last 2 hours. Last week peaked at 5.5. Hot damn. That's a lot of sales. I'm better off shuffling Thusday linen into Expulsum to craft the ATVs than the 500 golden cape profit. If that's the case, you know what you should be doing. $62 gold for it by default. How much lightless silk have we got left? Let's go up to like maybe 70. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? It's 200k. 3,000 lightless silk, that's 1,500. God damn game. Will you let me press the buy button already? Let's get that crafting. Already seeing margins on rank 4 Umber narrowing on a high pop server. High supply of callus and more people trying to get into crafting. It's always going to go that way. It's always going to go that way. This is why, as I mentioned a while back, at the beginning of the legendary game, staying ahead of the curve is vital, because the more ahead of the curve you are, the longer time you give yourself to make profits from that advantage. Once every man and their dog is crafting and trying to sell, and supply of materials increases because less people are buying materials, then yeah, that's a natural occurrence. This is kind of why that I'm not too concerned about getting into bone shatter gear at this point. Even though I can look at the market right now and I can say right now there's profit to be made in it, but by the time it would take me to get to rank 3s and 4s, that profit could have just easily been sucked out. Let's get those crafting, because the amount of capes that we're going to sell today, I think we're going to need a whole bunch more of this. Morning Graham, welcome to you. Good to see you. Cancelling to repost at higher price. That's an odd one to see. Umberhide gauntlets. Cancelling to repost at higher price. What's going on with those then? This is why I try to not just blindly look at the to blindly just click the cancel. I like to actually, you know, try and absorb some of the information that TSM gives you. Another reason why I don't use the mouse wheel macro. But Umberhide gauntlets. Oh Jesus, where are those? Umberhide gauntlets. What's going on with these? Oh, oh, that's why. Wow, that's an interesting one. There's literally no 225 Umberhide gauntlets at all. There's plenty of 210s, and there is 190s, but the only 190s are relatively profitable. Let's go then. I love it when that happens. Hey, it doesn't happen very often, but when you get that cancelling to repost at higher price, you're like, something's going on. That means the demand is starting to kick in. Or people are running out of stock, or something good's happening. So yeah, we'll have a go at 38,000 gold for a rank 1. Sure. Oh no, that's our rank 2s. 22,000 gold for rank 1s. We'll take it. What did we just sell? Rank 3 Bone Shatter Helm. Boom, get in. 70k right there. Literally selling it for minimum price though. But it's all good. It's kind of important once you get to rank 4s to start looking at controlling the market a little bit. Rank 2 Unverhide Waistguard. Now the sales are starting to come in. Because once you get to rank 4s, then you don't necessarily need to recraft those items. If you can buy a couple of those items in advance to save you recrafting them, if you can buy them at for less than what it costs you to go out and craft them, there's no need for you to craft them at that point once you hit rank 4. So you can do a little bit more sort of market analysis, should we say? Try and maintain the prices a little bit. Buy up a few. This is why I quite regularly will go back in and look at just how the market sits as a whole. See if there's any gaps. See if there's anything, like if there's 3 or 4 items going super cheap, then it might be worth buying them up just to try and resell them later, you know. Loads of one. Only 1 210 Shadowgast Arm Guards. Shadowgast Arm Guards at 210 appear to have disappeared. Do I not have any? Resetting rank 1s is always super risky. I'd never recommend resetting rank 1s. I can't emphasize that enough. Do not try and reset rank 1s. Because there's not a single person that can't just come in and craft a bunch if you do that. You can get resets on rank 2s, 3s and 4s, sure. Grimveiled Hood. Shadowgast Breastplate. We've got a whole bunch of these we need to shift actually. At rank 1. We got 1 at 210, 1 at 225, but our 225 is not being listed at a good price. 235s we've just been undercut on. Shadowgast Gauntlets. These are ones that I think have been selling pretty well. Hence we're out of 210s again. Where are the 210s? 20,000 gold apiece, yeah. Weirdly, it seems to be 210s that are selling pretty well for me right now. If doing a quick look at things, it's usually the 210s that I'm running out of. Maybe some of my main competition is focusing more on crafting rank 3s and 4s. Maybe they've taken their eye off 210s a bit, maybe. Shadowgast Greaves, these are always a good one. Wow, only 2 rank 1 Shadowgast Greaves on the auction house. That is criminal. That's absolutely criminal. $18k for 210s, 225s at 20k. Some of these prices have been tanked recently. Maybe this dude had something to do with it. And 235s at 70. There's now a lot of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different people that have powered. This is the thing. There's 7 people that have powered all the way to rank 4 in the Shadowgast Greaves. 7 different people that have done it, me included, to be fair. So 8. 8 people that have got to 235s in Shadowgast Greaves, and not a single one of those has any 190s listed or any 210s listed. I think everybody's taking their eye off 210s, you know, at least for plate. I think there's a gap in this market. 210s are selling because people are crafting their second legendary, quite possibly. When everybody's focus is on one thing, sometimes you can get some sneaky sales by focusing on what most people aren't looking at. Somebody undercut male shoulders by 60k. Yeah, that's annoying. It's only annoying though if they've It's only annoying if they're still selling them above crafting cost, though. Lots of people also switch specs when the raid comes. They realise they've done goofed. Well, that is also very viable. Whoa, hang on, what's this? Umberhide Arm Guards, rank 4, 160k. Rank 3 at 55k. Wow. I know which one I'll be buying. Yeah, it's interesting. My main things that I'm undercutting on, and so having competition on, is all rank 3s and rank 4s. Rank 1s and 2s, I've almost got the market to myself. How are these coming on? Have we got plenty of these yet? I think I need to do a restock on plate, you know. Because there's obviously some stuff missing. Where's my spreadsheet? Right. Arm guards. We've got one at rank 1. We could do with another Shadowgast Arm Guards at rank 1. And I know there's one person in the chat, for sure, that's going to be looking at me doing this right now and probably asking themselves the question, why is he not using the add-on that I've been working on? I've tried. But I'm a creature of habit, and I can't change my habit, unfortunately. We need one rank 2 breastplate. We need one rank 3 breastplate. Gauntlets, we've got a couple of rank 1s. We've got no rank 2 gauntlets. 2 rank 2 gauntlets needed. Crafting 2,000 enchanted lightless silk takes forever. A fair while, yeah, a fair while. Hence the need for multiple accounts. Shadowgast Greaves. We've only got 2 rank 3s. That is literally all we've got. Oh my days. 2 rank 1s. 2 rank 2s and 2 rank 4s. Helm, 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s, 2 rank 4s. Why is nobody buying the Shadowgast Helm? I literally do not sell any of these ever. What's going on? Well, I'll check that in a minute. I never feel as if I have to restock the helm. I'm wondering if my operation is set wrong. But it can't be, because it must be it's the same operation that is on the breastplate and on the... Yeah, I don't know. People just don't want the Shadowgas helm, obviously. Shoulders... 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s, 2 rank 4s, stocked up on those, all good. Oh, boots! There's only 3 here, this is not good. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, a rank 3, and we've got 2 rank 4 boots up on the auction house. Waist guard 1s, we could do with another rank 2 waist guard. They're the best sellers apart from Greaves since Prot and Holy use it. Ah, that might be why then. It may very much be a case of that they're selling, but they're always selling for under cost because they're popular. Is that going to be a thing, do we think? Rank 1s, I want to sell them for nearly 10k, and there's lots under that. 2 10s, I want to be selling them for 15, and there's always lots under that. Oh, this Kendros dude has powered it up and is just trying to recoup. 2 25s, I want to be selling them for 25. People are willing to sell them for as little as 23, so they're close. My price is not far off on those. And then 2 35s. In fairness, I'm not actually that far off the price on those. Maybe my 20% margin on them is too cheeky. Maybe I should drop it down just to get a few more sales out of it. But it's actually not that far off. I've sold 65 Shadowgas Hells, so they definitely do sell. Yeah, it's more likely to be the case that I'm just I'm not super competitive on price. I think that's the problem. Now, we absolutely, definitely do not have enough enchanted lithium bars to craft even half of these, but we'll do what we can. Where were we really struggling on? Boots. Oh my god, we need loads of these. We need a rank 3. We need 2 rank 2s. We need 2 rank 1s. I'm also out of both Flux and Arboreal Shards and literally everything, of course. Of course we are. Let's send... no, hang on. What are we doing? You can have 50k for the purpose of buying some Flux. And you can have 113,000 gold for the purpose of buying some Arboreal Shards. What did we just sell? What did we just sell? Umberhide Treads. 25k. Oh, boom. Bone Shatter Helm. Rank 3 for 73k. Now it's kicking off. Now it's kicking off. How's the guild bank looking now? 2.8 mil, I think, is in the guild bank right now. Or the equivalent of about 28 million gold in sales. In fact, let's send these over. Right, so we're restocked on boots. Spent all your gold last night. It worries me when people tell me they spent all their gold. But whatever you spent it on, I hope you either enjoy it or you can make more with it. Let's go buy a whole bunch more arboreal shards. Ha! There's me instinctively trying to get on my flying mount. That's never going to work, is it? We're in Shadowlands. I really do need to get my rep up as well. I'm paying 12,500 gold above odds. I'm paying 12% more for my arboreal shards than I should do. Still. When do you feel map resets are worth it, by the way? Well, they're worth it when they're worth it. I don't really know how to answer that one. They're worth it when they're worth it, but the difficulty with map resets is that it's the most volatile market because they're arguably infinite in availability. So it's very, very... You have to be very careful with how and when you do it. Who are these going to? These are going to this dude. Yeah, I mean, resetting the market price on materials is... Usually it happens not because somebody is trying to buy everything and then sell it for more. Usually a market reset happens on materials is because people are buying all of the materials to then craft with them, leaving virtually none left on the auction house. That's usually why market resets on materials happen. Very, very rarely are you going to be able to buy all of the cheap stuff and then list it at a more expensive price and then sell it all again. That's very rare. And whilst it is still technically entirely possible, it's double as risky. Right, what else do we need to craft? We need the greaves. We're missing a bunch of these. Missing 2 rank 4s. Definitely want to get those on the go. Although that was 100 of our enchanted bars straight away. 2 rank 2s. Two rank 1s. That's those restocked. Gauntlets at rank 2. We could do 2 of them. Oh, we might just squeeze out a full restock, you know, with the materials that we have. Arm guards at rank 2. We need 2 of those. Now, technically, I don't really need to restock anything else because I've at least got 1 of all of them anyway. So I might just save the last enchanted bars we've got because these last 4 items I need to create are non-essentials. If you're going to reset to resell, you need to camp and cancel repost as it goes back down with yeah, well that's true. You need to dedicate the next few hours of your life to like actually making those things sell. Did you saw their price on the auction house or just crafting randomly? Oh, when it comes to restocking, I totally ignore I just want 2 of every single item that I can craft. That's quite simply the logic I go by. 2 of every item that I can craft, and then I focus on, I only sell stuff at a profit. And so, arguably, once I've crafted everything twice, the only things I am recrafting are things that have sold. And if they've sold at a profit. So, yeah. It's a slightly more expensive initial starting strategy, but it's less prone to failure. It also means then if prices go up or down, then if, for example, the price of something overnight goes up a lot, it means I've already got it crafted and already got it listed, and I'm somewhat ahead of the game. So for this week, what rank is better to sell? Well, I mean, arguably we're now in a position where all 4 ranks can, in theory, be used and turned into their final legendary form. So basically everything. The easy answer is everything. Which is why having like just 2 of every item crafted. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s, 2 rank 4s, assuming I can craft them, of course, is the approach that I go by. Meaning I have as many legendaries on the auction house across as many different item slots and as many different ranks as possible. But that's just my approach to it. There are you can focus on only crafting the ones that are profitable if you have less gold to invest in it. But you can do it in many ways. Just to roll back though on the point of resetting material prices, the issue is that you've got to remember that the people that buy those materials for the purpose of crafting with them, they know what price they want to spend on those materials. If you buy out a whole bunch of what you consider the cheap stuff and list it for more, they're just not going to buy it because they know that it will come back down in price to the point that they want to pay. So that's also got to be something you're very aware of when it comes to, wow, now things are popping off. Almost 500,000 gold this hour. Shadowghast Pauldrons at rank 3. Literally, we've just crafted those. Literally seconds ago, we've just crafted those. Umberhide Gauntlets at rank 2. That's another nice one. Flask Potion Market on Illidan's pretty much collapsed. You can still flip things, but it's probably not even worth it. Super small margins. I mean, I said this about alchemy straight away. This is why I didn't bother with alchemy. Simply because, yeah, your only way to make... You literally cannot craft to sell with alchemy. It's just not possible. Make 5 of each, 2 isn't enough for reset day. Well, that's true. Depending on the server, though. Yeah, flasks and potions, like, unless you're the person that wins when selling flasks and potions are the people that get their herbs at the lowest price. And considering most people will go out and farm a bunch of herbs and potions and then consider those materials free, simply the fact that there are people with that mindset, even though it's not technically true, will mean that there's virtually no profit in potions or flasks at all. Just bone shatter wrists and pants left and I'll have all rank 4s. That's big. That's big. It's time to start playing the cancel scan game, I think. Time to start playing the cancel scan game. People are starting to wake up, people are starting to play, people are starting to get their soul ash. Oh no, I've hit the throttle at only 30. TSM lagging so hard. It's not TSM that's lagging, it's the auction house throttling mechanic. You must get throttled almost instantly with that many items up. It basically works out that you can cancel 1 item a second, I think it is. So if you do too much cancelling and too much posting, so say for example the first time you log on, the first time you do a cancel scan, you'll get to 60 cancels and then it will throttle you. They're a little bit more lenient with posting auctions, but when it comes to cancelling it, they're pretty tight on it. And morning as well. Only keeping alchemy because of the 2-hour flask. Well, this is also a thing that like there are many people out there with alchemy, for that exact reason. That it halves their cost on the flasks. So now we got throttled pretty heavily on the cancel of those. We'll get throttled on the posting of these. With there's 43 items to post, I reckon we'll get about to 20 before it'll start throttling us. We got to exactly 20. It's almost like I play this game every day. Here we go. How are we doing on crafting all the things? I really wish they would have made the icon for the enchanted lightless silk, you know, just a little bit different, you know. That one green dot is not enough for me to like consider it a new icon. And just look at the difference between these two. Regular lightless silk and enchanted lightless silk. There's one green dot. That's literally the only goddamn difference on the stupid icon. There's these small things that really annoy me. What leatherworking items are highly sold? Pretty much a bit of everything with leatherworking. I've not noticed any specific one thing that like is a better one than another. But I'm in a weird situation. I don't have everything unlocked for leatherworking, so there's still a lot of stuff that I don't even have the ability to craft it. Never mind try and sell it. So never even noticed there was a difference. Thought it was the exact same icon. No, I mean it is technically a different icon. But somebody has come in and they've opened up paint and they've gone one green dot. There we go. That's the difference. I downloaded the TSM add-on update. Do you have an overview of everything's okay? It's working for me right now. And my updates are set to do, well, I use the desktop application so it updates automatically. Everything is okay right now. Cannot confirm it will stay that way though. That's the M&S difference. This isn't just any lightless silk. This is M&S enchanted lightless silk, yeah. Probably look better on the artist's resolution. Well, probably on a 34-inch 4K monitor, it looks quite different. But when it comes down to like 20 pixels by 20 pixels, it's pathetic. Just make it a different colour, for Christ's sake. Like, I don't know. Give it a different border colour. Anyway, we can leave those crafting in the background. Oh my god. The cancel scan game is real. We might have to start batching our cancels, you know. Once we get above 60, once the competition gets hot, then we have to start looking at doing them individually. So by that I mean we'll do like a cancel scan on cloth, then we'll do a cancel scan on plates, then we'll do a cancel scan on mail, whatever. Silk, uncommon, enchanted silk, rare, done. Yeah, it'd be really easy. But that would fall into the category of logic, and that's something that Blizzard struggle with occasionally. I mean, it would also make some sense because heavy callous hide is then rare. You have Elithium ore, which is also rare. But then do the enchanted versions then go back to being uncommon? I don't know, I can't remember. It's just dumb. It's all dumb. Come on, I need to cancel like 2 more, 3 more. Yeah, this is what I thought. You take two pieces of heavy callous hide, 2 rare pieces of heavy callous hide, stick an uncommon, stick a common piece of dust on it, and then all of a sudden it results in it being an uncommon item. No logic to that at all. No, literally no logic at all. Where was the profession balance pass? Why did we need 15 different balance passes on conduits to the point where they all ended up being basically exactly the same? When we could have had at least, you know, just one like logic pass on professions. Got 500 soul dust for 500 gold. Hey, that'll do. That'll do. Sales are starting to pick up. Yeah, I'm starting to see things sort of slowly pick up now. You got to remember that people have actually need time to get on and to do some Torghast in the first place. What's your experience with flipping BOEs? Any days they tend to sell better or worse? I've not dived into the BOE market as much as I initially planned to this expansion, so I've not got a huge amount of exact data on that, I suppose you could say. I've really only dabbled with flipping BOEs. In past expansions, you could start to see patterns if you did it enough. But the BOE market's a different game this expansion, so yeah, TLDR, I just haven't flipped enough of them to really get a good indication of what's going on with them yet. We've gone 7 minutes without selling a legendary item. This is horrendous. This is horrendous. Come on, server, do some stuff. Do some stuff. I'm actually having a hard time trying to sell 226 mythic BOEs. Anything that isn't a ring or back takes weeks to sell. I mean, they haven't really even been out for weeks, technically, have they? But yeah, I get your point. How do you get your price in TSM for Enchanted Lightless Silk? I can see it only on the crafting tab. Oh, if you don't see it in the materials tab, you need a character on that account to have tailoring. Yeah. You need to have a profession that uses that item as a material. Seems to be the way that I fixed it initially. Oh, another cape. Rank 2 cape. Yoink, there we go. We are our 7-minute drought on 8-minute drought on sales. Stopped. Yeah, arguably even just a level. Oh, I don't know. Maybe not necessarily level 1, like, but you need a tailor for TSM to populate it as a material rather than just a craft. Million gold hour with Legos. Congrats, that's big. I'm probably going to try and do as many sales as I can in this initial stream today. Get as many sales on the board as possible. Then use some of that gold to restock for this evening. But what I do need to think about is I've got so many things, all the things in here. Unfortunately, that button never works. Let's do a restock on tailoring just as a whole while we're here. Because, I mean, we've literally sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've sold 10 tailoring legendaries in the last hour, which easily means that we're arguably missing at least 10. Capes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capes in the last hour. Is there a reason why TSM crafting price versus the current sell price doesn't work very reliably for me? Yeah, it's because TSM's bust. Don't rely on TSM. You think this evening's going to be more movement on sales? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this evening is where it will pop off. Almost for certain. Because while it's reset day, and I know it's a weird time of the year, but arguably people are still at work or whatever. I mean, the evening is always peak time. Always peak time. Okay, Grimveiled Belt. We seem to have most of those. We could do with another rank 1 belt. We've got 2 rank 2s, couple of rank 3s, couple of rank 4s. Yeah, they're good. Braces, we seem to be missing loads of them. We need 2 rank 1s. We've got 2 rank 2 braces. We need 2 rank 3s and a rank 4 on the braces. Cape, we're already down to like no capes. We crafted a bunch earlier and we're already down to no capes. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, a rank 3 and a rank 4. Have I just done a cancel scan? No, I've literally just sold them all. Okay, fine. Grimveiled Hood. We have 1 rank 4. Oh my days. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s and 1 rank 4 needed. Mittens. We got 2 rank 1s. We're missing a single rank 2. That is it. Gloves really don't sell. Or maybe they do. I'm just not competitive on price, maybe. Pants. 2 rank 1s. We're missing rank 2s. A lot of these rank 1s and 2s, I've probably got them in the guild bank already, which means we don't actually need to craft them. The robe. We're missing 2 rank 1s and 2 rank 2s. Sandals. 2 rank 1s, a single rank 2, 2 rank 3s, and we're missing both rank 4s on the sandals. And then shoulders, we got 2 rank 1s, we're missing 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s, and a rank 4. Holy shit, we are missing a lot with tailoring. Where's my bank gone? Will you come back here, please, bank? Right, what did we say? Let's go belt first. We needed just a single 190. Fine. Bracers. Bracers, 2 at 190. 2 rank 2 225s. We don't have any 225 bracers. And if we don't have 225s, we're not going to have 235s. Cape, we don't have any capes crafted. The hood, I don't think we have any of those crafted either. We don't, no. Mittens, 2 10s, 1 at 210. 2 pairs of rank 2 pants. Robes. Which ones do we need for the robes? We need 2 rank 1s and 2 rank 2s. We haven't got any crafted rank 2s. Sandals, a rank 2. Oh, I haven't got any rank 2 sandals. Huh, okay. Any rank 4s? Nope. And then shoulders. We've only got rank 1s crafted. Okay, so we do actually need to make a whole bunch of those as well. I literally, before I went to bed yesterday, I could have swore I had everything restocked, but obviously I didn't. Right, this dude can send over all of this. Yeah, TSM crafting just doesn't work for legendaries. There's no like, is it a bug or anything? It just flat out doesn't work. Don't waste brain power trying to make it work, because it doesn't. Oh boy, I'm going to be out of arboreal shards on this dude as well, aren't I? I've only got 200 left. Okay, let's fix that problem. More arboreal shards, 113,000 gold for the second time today. At some point I'll get this dude to Exalted and we'll get some cheaper shards, but not yet. Not yet. Oh, another 50 cancels already. Bought tokens and boosted a goblin to 50 for the shards. Yeah, that works alright if you're on Horde. Horde Racial's OP again. Yep. What am I doing? I'm quite sure at this point I've probably spent I think I've spent a Bruto entirely on a Boreal Shard so far now. Which I know is nothing compared to some, but I mean, when you think about it from that point of view, that you've spent 5 million gold just on one like vendor item to make legendaries, it's a bit crazy. Right, there we go. There's those back up. Now we can hopefully, he says, hopefully have enough materials to restock all of this tailoring stuff. So right, let's start with a bit. Let's just start at the top and work our way down. Braces, rank 3, ×2. And a rank 4. Cape, we need 2 rank 1s. Great way to get gold out of the economy. Wow, not to mention it's taking gold out of the economy when you buy the Arboreal Shards. On top of that, it is taking gold out of the economy when you then sell that legendary on the auction house as well. It's like a double bubble as far as Blizzard are concerned. Right, there's all the capes done. Now the hood. 2 rank 1s. Two rank 2s. Can we say that Arboreal Shards are the entry fee to legendaries? It's kind of that way. It's very much kind of that way. Unless, of course, you're talking about leatherworking, and then you've got the Arboreal Shard is barely a fraction of your concern. And then 1 at rank 4. Mittens, I need 1 at rank 2. Where did it go? There it is. Robe, 2 at rank 2. Somebody sent me an in-game mail requesting I craft for them. I felt like you do when receiving a handwritten letter from your mother instead of her just texting you. yeah, I received one of those the other day. I laughed and then deleted it. Feels bad, but you know. I had it listed on the auction house. I've had it listed on the auction house for forever and a day. What more can you do? Two rank 2s. 2 rank 3s. Where did the other one go? Oh my god, we're out of shrouded cloth. Oh my god, we're out of shrouded cloth. Of all the things to be out of, we're out of shrouded cloth. Well, that I didn't plan for. That was not expected. I'll just buy 10,000 of it. What? Fuck, TSM is so annoying sometimes. Why do I insist on trying to use it? No, fuck you, TSM. Jesus. Thank you. The only good thing about today for me so far is that I think Jewel Crafting rank 4 competition finally got exhausted enough that I can make steady profits on each sale. Well, that's good news. Who am I sending all of this to? This dude. Right, we shouldn't be short on shrouded cloth for a while. That's the hope. The dream. The dream. Somebody reset shrouded cloth to 24 gold. Yeah, good luck on that one. Good luck on that one. That's not gonna last. Well, it might last a while, but nobody's gonna buy any at 24 gold a piece. You'd have to be pretty loony to buy it at that price. TSM's not been working good at all. Dream of a new add-on instead of coming up. Yeah, I would quite happily see somebody step in to take their crown, to be honest, at this point. So what do we need? Another pair of rank 3s. And then one, finally, a rank 4. Alrighty. Now tailoring's done. We need to. What can we do to make sure this account is doing something at all times? I accidentally bought like a bajillion desolate leather yesterday because I was like, oh well, it's relatively cheap. I'll just turn it into heavy desolate leather, and then I suddenly realised, oh god, that's going to take hours. So yeah. Yeah, look at all this desolate leather I accidentally bought. What a moron. Of 32k of shrouded cloth just gathering dust at the bank. Even at 0 gold, it's still 16k gold per hour vendoring the capes. Way below what I do anything with my time at the moment. Yeah. It's like, but the thing is in a few months' time, 16k gold an hour, you'll be all over that like a rash. That will be like Christmas. Once the rest of the markets crash completely. Right, get you set off making all of those. Let's get those tailoring items up on the auction house. I kind of treat the current TSM situation as an opportunity, as this is a kind of an additional barrier to entry for simply people not being efficient enough as usual. Well, that's definitely true. Like, we're in a situation where there are very few barrier to entries right now. People not being able to use TSM is weirdly enough of a barrier to entry for the markets to stay profitable for at least an extra week or two. Last week, Heavy Callous Hide for around 2.5 to 2.8. This week it went down to 1.5 and did not go up today. It might go up today. It might just not have happened yet. All it's going to take is for one goblin to like dive in and decide that they need to restock, and they will buy up like many millions of it. But the natural path for these materials now is only going to be down. Heavy Callous Hide came down to about 1.4k on my realm on Sunday before somebody bought it all out. I imagine we'll see it for less than 1,000 gold again this week. If we're lucky. It'll go up tonight like last week. Yeah, I mean, you may look at the auction house and you may go, wow, even if there's like 12 million gold worth of Heavy Callous Hide sat on the auction house right now, that still only takes 2 or 3 goblins to come in and like hoover it all up. And for at least the way that it's felt for me is that Wednesday is the day to sell your legendaries. The day. Now, of course, Tuesday in the NA, Wednesday in the EU, but it is the day to sell. The only other day of the week that is anywhere near as profitable for me as reset day is Saturday. But this week may be different because of like, I don't know. I didn't play at all over Christmas, so I didn't see how it panned out. But this week, of course, having New Year's Day is a day off for like virtually everybody, everywhere. So the likelihood is people are either gonna. There's a good chance that people will play a fair amount on New Year's Day as well. Gone 10 minutes without selling a legendary. Terrible. I love reset day. So much gold. Yeah, man. I mean, Callous Hide has gone up already on my realm. It's now 1,800 gold. 1,800 gold for Heavy Callous Hide, which is arguably 400 gold more per Heavy Callous Hide than it was just like 2 days ago, or like literally yesterday. Which is a massive difference when you start needing like 10, 15, 20 of them or whatever. Shadowgast Gauntlets, there we go. 25k, I'll take it. Right, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, boys and girls. You're going to occupy yourselves for a few minutes. My suggestion, if you need something to occupy yourselves, would be, considering there's 120 of you here, and only 14 of you have hit the like button, that's shocking performance, boys and girls. Let's do some like shaming. Let's get that on the go. It's like shaming time. There we go. Boom, instantly up to 19. That's better. I'm going to go take a bathroom break for a couple of minutes. I'll be back with you in 2. How we doing, boys and girls? We're back. Oh, you lot did a number on the like button. Cheers, boys and girls. Appreciate it. What have we been selling then? We sold some Shadowgast gauntlets at rank 3, 25k gold. Hang on, didn't that happen before I went away? 10k gold for Grimveiled Spaulders. Nice. Nice. What's the current issue with TSM? Is the add-on completely broken? It's TSM crafting. TSM crafting as a module is kind of a bit balked. Very much balked. Ah, Roscoe, mad respect. All the like shaming is is highly appreciated. Thank you. Welcome to the Morning Coffee Club. It's going to do a beepy thing up here in a minute, because there we go. A new active coffee cup. There we go. Enjoy that warm feeling of being better than everybody else. Trade chat is getting very mad at me when I tell them my crafting fee or discount if they bring farmed mats. I just don't do it. I just don't do face-to-face crafting. I'm quite sure I'm missing out on a little bit of gold by not doing it, but I can't be doing it with the brain ache of it. Finally could be part of the coffee club. Had problems with my CC since day one, so it was kind of time things since I was active in chat. Yeah, I appreciate the support. Appreciate it very much so. Doing it for the lols. Yeah. I mean, I think in the last 20 minutes, I've had about 3 people whispering me, "Hey, you there? Question mark, hi," all this sort of stuff. And I just don't do it. I can't be bothered with it. Well, they literally cannot pay me enough to drag me away from the auction house right now. I can cancel and I can relist auctions. I think I've done like 500,000 gold in the last hour in sales. Okay, down to 350. Maybe we've had a big sale drop off, but like if somebody tries to give me like 500 gold as a tip or even 10k gold as a tip, it's just not worth my time. Like, and it sounds bad, but I even have a few pre-crafted answers on some Excel cells for people asking for crafting. I get asked a lot. Yeah. I mean, the harsh reality is that I don't need to do face-to-face sales, especially on rank 4s. Like, I get it, like, for rank 1s and 2s maybe, because you're still trying to level up. But now I've got everything leveled up. I don't need to do face-to-face trades. If I have the items, I've crafted them, they're on the auction house. The worst thing about face-to-face crafting is they always ask you, what mats do I need? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely the case. Can you craft me this rank 4? I saw you had one on the auction house. Can you craft me that rank 4? Yeah, sure, I can craft you that rank 4. Oh, okay, cool, that's nice. What materials do I need? Instant ignore. Instant ignore. Oh, Bone Shatter Helm. There's a cheeky 50k sale. That'll do. We sold 3 items in a minute. That's a great example of why I don't do face-to-face sales. In 1 minute, we sold an Umberhide Gauntlets for 22k, a Grim-Veiled Cape for 10k, and a Bone Shatter Helm for 45k. No need to do face-to-face sales. I love it when they get mad when you ask them for a tip. It's kind of a bit cheeky calling it a tip though, because by nature of it being a tip, it should be something that is not, unless of course you're American when tips are mandatory, but the rest of the world that actually pays their people to work properly, a tip is literally a bonus for doing good service, not something that you're ever going to get in a game. I mean, you should literally go as far as to call it a crafting fee, because that is what it is. And when they say no and they come back and say, oh, I got somebody else to craft it, when you know for a fact there's no one else to do it, exactly, that's it. It's like you could try and find somebody else to craft it, but I know the 3 other people on the realm that have the ability to craft that item, and they're not online right now, so... People get creative and tell me jokes, so that's something. Yeah, so often in the first few weeks I had people just like, oh, you're getting the experience points by crafting it, dude. I'm already rank 4. Shut up. that was a fun one. Oh, why do I need to pay you to craft this? You're getting the experience for crafting it. Get out of here. On your bike. Auction house Lego game is so big that it makes spending time on old reliable secondary markets pointless, let alone the idea of spending your time dealing with people actually one-on-one. It's true. Now you see, if somebody asked me for a one-on-one trade on like a, I don't know, 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon, like, yeah, maybe I'd think about it. But literally the busiest day of the week, it's just not going to happen, is it? But people don't know it's the busiest day of the week, so this is why I tend not. I quite frankly, I just ignore the whispers. That I feel is the most friendly way of doing it, because the second you start engaging in a conversation with them, you're only going to disappoint them. So if you just don't reply to the whisper, then ignoring it initially is weirdly the most polite way of dealing with it, in my opinion. Because that other person then just assumes, oh, they're not there. To engage in conversation, then to only tell them to fuck off. It's kind, it's kind of a waste of everybody's time at that point. I remember there was one dude who wanted to buy rank 3 legs for 23k. Said it's too expensive and he'll wait. The next day he asked again and the price was up to 34. Yep, that also happens a lot. There's me cancelling a whole bunch of auctions and forgetting to put them on the auction house again. Derp. Go, 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 auctions, go. Go, go, gadget auctions. I need to hope that I can buy some more enchanted not enchanted Elithium. I just need to hope I can get some Elithium ore at a reasonable price. Although I think it's been reset. Oh boy, it's been reset. Well, it's not horrendous though. This isn't a horrendous price to pay for Elithium ore. But when I was comfortably picking it up for less than 200 gold yesterday, this is not a fantastic price to be paying for it. But we'll have to see. We might have to. How's our heavy desolate dude doing? He's getting there. He's chunking through them. Have you decided just to embrace your receding hairline? Mine is vanishing before my eyes and I'm quite insecure about it. This has been my hairline literally forever. Like, I genuinely just don't care. But there's also there's also two things to consider in that one. A, I'm already married. B, don't leave the house. So, but where's my reason to care? Just reset rank 4 cloth spawners. A guy asks 10 minutes later if I could sell him one for 20k because I bought them for 18. You should have bought them for 18 then. Yeah, that's it. Right, this dude is going to continue forever and a day turning this desolate hide into heavy, so we'll leave him doing just that. I've got absolutely no heavy callous hide anywhere. This could be an issue. This could be an issue. Hey, what did we sell? Rank 4 Grimveiled Cape again. These cheeky 20k capes are coming in nice and fast. So on a rank 3 and a rank 4. If I just go... There's definitely a pattern here, I think. There's definitely a pattern. Oh, a Bone Shatter Helm. What rank was that? Bone Shatter Helm at rank 2. Grimveiled Pants at rank 2. In literally the same second. Oh, it's so difficult to step out of the auction house when you're just making sales left, right and centre. There's only one name on this list of... there's only one name on this list that I don't think I've personally spoke to. Although I think it's somebody's alt. So I'm not too concerned. It's been 10 minutes since I sold something, I'm outraged. Yeah, I know, yeah. Talk about first world problems. I've gone 10 minutes without selling a legendary. Shocking. That is how it is, though. I've got 350k in the mailbox already. 350k in the mailbox. Another 400k in sales. So that's up to... We're up to about almost 700k so far today. We'll probably hit... I would imagine we'll probably hit a mil by the end of this first stream. Then I just need to hope I can acquire some materials to do a little bit of a restock for this evening. Or maybe do a bit of a tweak on my prices and just like purge a bit of stock, I think, maybe. Someone is flaming one of the other big goblins on my realm in trade chat and his cartel boys. Yeah, that's funny. Sunk my first mill into herbs and meat, which now dropped in price. I guess I should stick to farming hide. I very, very rarely recommend anybody try and flip materials. You've really got to be super smart on what you're doing if you try flipping materials. Especially at this point where they're so volatile. If you know exactly, you have to be so certain that what you're buying is actually cheap. And in today's markets, rarely is something actually cheap. Rather than flipping herbs, try finding profitable rates to make missives. Even then, it's risky. Even then, it's really risky. Because the amount of herbs that you're probably going to try and buy to do any sort of profitable flip, it's dangerous. More bracers, more Grimvale bracers. To be fair, we sold them for less than crafting cost, but I've got my rank 1 operation for tailoring is on a semi purge because I've got an entire bank full of it from when I leveled. So I basically am willing to sell my rank 1s at the very least under crafting cost just to get rid of a few of them because I've got too many. When I come to recrafting them though, that's when I'll change the operation back to something more sensible. But it does mean that people are going to get some cheap rank 1s off me for a while, at least in tailoring. Not worth it, you'll spend hours making the inks. Well, that's another thing. Like the margin on buying herbs to make inks to make missives is so slim when you account for the amount of time as well. It's tough. You got accused of market manipulation against TOS because he reset missives to 5k. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Blizzard will ban people for market manipulation, but their definition of market manipulation is literally like buying half of the auction house, not resetting a single market. No. No. The only people that are going to get annoyed by that are people that decided to wait till today to craft a brand new legendary. And all of a sudden the missives have gone from 1k a piece to 5k a piece. They're the only people that will be pissed. Everybody else won't care. What? Aha, there it is. Grimvale Robe. Yeah, you've really got to be doing something extra level special to get banned for market manipulation. It's very, very hard to get to the point where Blizzard would feel the need to step in and take you out of the game. Considering, like, you've got people like Magicus that have probably had a couple of accidental bans just because of the scale at what he's doing everything at. But Magicus, for those that may or may not know, is arguably one of WoW's richest players. He's easily in the billions when it comes to the amount of gold that he has. But he deals almost solely in the most elite of elite items. Like, I imagine on his realm right now, he probably owns a good 50% of all of the BOEs on that realm, I'd imagine. And even then, that's not considered market manipulation. I want to do a restock, but I don't have the gold to buy the materials, and I don't have the materials. So it's a kind of a sticky situation, real sticky situation to be in. I could really do with selling some of these goddamn Umbrahide vests though that have been sat in my bags for the longest of time. I'm not entirely sure how I accidentally. I think I accidentally clicked craft all at one point instead of like, which is why I've got so many of these. Although in theory there's not many of them on the auction house right now. I'm only 3 sales away from actually selling one. Because everybody's focus is on 225s by the looks of things, and 235s even. So maybe we'll get through a couple of these unbehind vests today. What else have I got here that seems to be sticking around more than it should do? Unbehind helm at 225. How am I so off the price on these? I'm one of only 4 people to have the 235. Yeah, I'm just expensive on that right now. That's not too much of an issue, that's fine. $225 Shadowgast helms? Why are these being sticky? Why are these sticky? 25k listing price for me. Cheapest price 23 and a bit. But once again, I'm one of only like 4 people that have the 235s. That's not too much of a problem then. Why have I got a 210 gloves just sat in my bags? Didn't I craft those a minute ago? 190s. God damn, look how many 190s there are. 210s. Oh, they're listed. They're just waiting to sell. Hang on, how do I not have any 225 mittens or 235 mittens? Did I genuinely not just craft a bunch of those, or have I sold them already? Well, I haven't sold them, so where did they go? Oh, shit. That's where they've gone. How many times am I going to do that? Do a cancel scan and then forget to post everything back on the auction house like an idiot. TSM baited you hard, 200k sale turned out to be 65. Yeah, that does happen a bunch. I almost, in theory, now need to do another cancel scan on top of that because there's probably still stuff that's been. Now I'm going to get throttled for posting as well. Need more coffee. I think I don't think it's coffee I need. I think I need some food. I'm getting hungry. Right, let's get this lot back on the auction house then. Hang on, before I do something else, let's just get these posted. Didn't buy enough materials yesterday and the prices skyrocketed. Went through more leatherworking mats in an hour this morning than I have over the last 3 days. Yeah, the legendary market is one of those, especially leatherworking, is that you need a lot of gold to make a lot of gold, because you need to have a lot of liquid gold to be able to buy the materials when they are cheap, and then to be able to not, you need to be able to spend big when you should do. Same, should have bought a lot more hide. Oh, I knew full well, like, the hide price got reset. It went from 1400 gold to about 2000 gold on Sunday. Then on Monday it came down a little bit. Tuesday it came down a little bit. And last night it was back down to about 1500 gold a piece. But my issue was I just didn't have any gold to buy it. And now it's back up to about 1800 gold a piece. So it bounces up and down a little bit. You just need to have that big chunk of gold to just dump into buying the materials when they're cheap. And when you see them cheap, you need enough gold to not just buy some of them, but to be able to buy all of them, so that you can then push the price up for your competition as well. But I've literally from day one had this issue, that because I wanted to get all of the legendary crafting up and running, I've always ended up with no gold. Because everything that I've made, I've reinvested it as soon as I can. It's mainly because it's arguably because as the weeks have gone on, the profit margins have gone from being like really chunky, really healthy, to I need to sell 10 legendaries to cover the cost of making an 11th legendary kind of thing right now. That's the issue. You've just got to go for just pure turnover. It's very hard to get throttled for posting. Oh, it's really not. It's really not. You only need to get like 70, 80 items in and you'll start getting throttled for posting. The difference is that your throttling threshold is like twice as fast at coming back to you as to what the cancelling is. I can't hear anything going on in the background. Oh, this dude has finished crafting a whole bunch of heavy. Let's get him on to the next set. Best day to buy Legos are Sunday. I can't necessarily work out when the best day to buy the actual legendary is, but the best day to buy the materials tend to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Sounds like the wife is exploding. She has the inability to sneeze once. She has to sneeze like 12 times. And for reference, if you can hear her sneezing right now, she is at the other end of the house. Just to put that into perspective of how loud it is. And my microphone has a noise gate on it. So in theory, you guys shouldn't even be able to hear it in the first place. I think we've gone almost 10 minutes without selling anything again. This is terrible. Or it feels like we've gone 10 minutes without selling anything. Oh no, we sold a rank 4 hood like literally 6 minutes ago for 25k. Ah, there we go. That's what I need to do. The cape's a big one. The cape is a big one today. It's been worked out that Shaman's Bis Legendary is available today, and it can go on either a cape or boots. Now obviously Shaman male boots are going to be really, really expensive, whereas a rank 4 cape is not going to be really, really expensive. So capes are in high demand by shamans today, by the looks of things, which is possibly a reason why that. I mean, they're a really good seller to start with, but is a reason to why they may be popping off a bit more than usual. And as we say that, Grimveiled Cape at rank 2. Boom. And we're already back down to only having 2 rank 1 capes and a rank 2 cape. I reckon I could craft just like 10 of each one and they'd probably sell right now. How many? I mean, we've literally sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the capes in the last hour, of which they've been split. Well, the argument is we've gone 20 minutes without a rank 4 even on the auction house. I need to craft a whole bunch of these rank 4 capes, you know. Because they're definitely selling. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go for 6 rank 3s as well. Triple our usual stock holding on the cape because it seems to be popping off quite nicely. Rank 2s, we've sold both our rank 2s as well, so we're going to need more of those. Let's just do the same. There we go, there's 18 more capes crafted. Or 18 more crafting. See how quickly we can churn through all of those then, shall we? See, this is the luxurious thing you can do when you have materials. Now, the problem is I've absolutely burnt through all of my enchanted lightless silk doing that. But, hey-ho. Love that satisfying reset day feeling as you see more and more items coming up to near your minimums. Yeah. Let's see if we can squeeze out a full reset. Grimveiled Shoulders for hopefully 13k. Well, that's what TSM says. It's probably not, but sure. Oh, Grimveiled Cape again, another one. Selling them faster than we can craft them. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just followed your tailoring guide and seen your live. That's cool how you get the base legendary items to sell. I'm 100 on tailoring but don't have the cape. It's worthwhile picking up today. You could craft a whole bunch of them today and get it leveled up pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Couldn't get a good TSM profile for legendaries. Can you recommend something, please? Yeah, my recommendation is don't use TSM for legendaries. That's honestly my recommendation. And I know, Jimmy, you've kind of asked for it a few times, but my honest answer is unless you're really confident with TSM, don't use TSM for legendaries. Because crafting doesn't work to begin with, like full stop. You just physically cannot craft legendaries with TSM anyway, and even when it comes to selling them, you've got to be super careful that you don't sell things at the wrong price, and it takes a hell of a lot of time to set it up. So yeah, I quite simply just don't recommend people use TSM for legendaries unless they are very confident with what they're doing. 168 rings and necks have been absolute bangers for me over the last week. Yeah, I can imagine if you've got your Jawncrafter, if you've spent enough time in the mall with your Jawncrafter, you can probably make a fair whack off those at the moment. Can't find good posting operations that ignore the auction house minimum price if it's not profitable. You probably won't be able to. That's the issue. You're gonna just have to, if you do insist on using Trade Skill Master, you're basically going to have to control the material prices and have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different operations for each individual item that you're selling. To the point where you can see my operations, I've got hundreds of the damn things. Base Legos, I've got loads of operations, all for many different things, just to control the pricing. And you're going to have to go back into it and, you know, do a whole bunch of stuff. The honest answer is, like I said, if you're not confident with TSM, I just wouldn't recommend using it. We sold another cape, a rank 2 cape. Rank 4 shoulders, 30k. They're nice and profitable. There's a good 12k profit on those. That'll take. I feel as if I need to be buying some more lightless silk. Didn't I buy a whole bunch of it earlier today? I think I did. I've got 1,384 lightless silk somewhere. That's still only like 500 enchanted though. There's a big cluster of it around 75 gold. I'm gonna have to open the mailbox. I'm gonna have to open the mailbox. 460,000 gold. So 46k to go in the guild bank. Up to 2.85 mil in the guild bank now. Let's buy some more lightless silk and get that crafting. We buy 5,000. That's going to be 5,000 is going to be 70 gold a piece. 350,000 of my gold though. Oh fuck, Trade Skill Master. 70, buying it up to 70 though. 70 and 70 is 140. Plus the cost of the dust, that's easily, maybe I should just be buying, how much of it can I buy? It very quickly goes up. I mean that lot, up to 160 I could probably pay for it anyway. And then lightless silk up to about 70, 70. If we buy all of that, we can't even buy all of that. What about all of that? We can buy all of that. Woo! Time to do some crafting. Oh boy, that's a lot. Our dude is going to be doing some crafting for a while. Let's log on to our enchanter. I literally need just an enchanter on a third account. Enchanted Lightless Silk, 500 gold here. Bought mine for 240. Thought it was expensive. Supply and demand. Supply and demand. We want to do a full cancel scan, I think. Oh boy, we're not going to have enough dust for all of this either, are we? $1,608. Yeah, we don't have anywhere near enough soul dust. We'll try and fix that problem in a minute. What did we sell? Grim-Veiled Braces. Tailoring is popping off. It's because it's cheap. People don't care about spending 30k gold. Shadowgast Boots. Grim-Veiled Cape, there's a surprise. Shadowgast Boots at rank 2. Grim-Veiled Braces at rank 1 for less than crafting cost, but I've got billions of the goddamn things, I'm just trying to get rid of them. And a rank 3 cape for 10k. Couple of thousand gold profit there. I was kind of hoping to go and play the game a little bit this morning. I've definitely not got time. Definitely not got time. If we want another cape, a rank 4 cape, if we're gonna pop off this evening, we need another cape. A rank 2. Literally in the last minute, we've sold 3 capes. All at different ranks though. A rank 2, a rank 3, and a rank 4. I wonder if if that's the same person. That always no, all different players. I bet they're all shamans as well. Bet they're all shamans. What was one of the dudes' names? No. What was one of the dudes' names? Ah, stupid. Rockvel. Doesn't find him. Oh, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I bet they're all shamans. I'd put money on them being all shamans. Search using WoW Armory? Yeah, I probably should. I'm not that bothered. In fact, no, I am. I am that bothered. Rockvel. Where's the search button gone? Hang on. Where's the WoW Armory gone? Right. Search. Oh no, that was a paladin. Probably wasn't buying it on his main. Why would a paladin buy a cape? Okay, sure. That was a warrior. Okay, a warrior was buying a cape. I do voodoo. Ah, that was a shaman. This one was a shaman. I do voodoo was a shaman. Yeah, so... Oh, somebody bought... The same dude bought a 190 and a 210. Oh, somebody didn't understand the upgrade system. Somebody didn't realise they could buy just a 210. Interesting. Kind of sucks for those classes that have their Bis Legendary locked on the last world boss. Yeah, it's a bit silly. It's a bit silly, but, you know. Blizzard's never perfect with their design. Oh my god, 2 more rank... We sold literally 2 rank 3 Grimveld hoods in a minute. Can't keep up with tailoring right now. Holy smoke. That was not the profession I was expecting to be popping off. But then again, it's cheap. That's the thing, it's cheap. Probably worth checking I'm not selling it super cheap. No, my enchanted lightless silk is still at 160 gold, which means I'm still making a fair profit on all of that. Just hit 2 mil sell marker for today. Very nice, very nice. No point being sat here with all of these items in my bag. Once again, I forgot to post them because I way too easily get distracted. Reset the market on rank 2 Greaves. Just sold a pair for 92k. Boom. But this is the thing. Once you get those rank 4s, you don't necessarily need to recraft things. Where profitable, you can just like look at buying a couple, even if you have to buy a couple more than you would normally try to keep in stock inventory wise. It's often sensible. Huh, ironic you say that. Rank 2 Greaves. I've just sold a pair for 19k. There was very few of them earlier actually. There's only a handful of rank 1s. They're above where they usually sit anyway. Rank 2s, once again there's no more rank 2s. 15k crafting cost, or 15k minimum. My minimum's 15, that doesn't necessarily mean it's 15k crafting cost. But rank 2s need to be making some more of those. 225s, somebody's dived in with a bunch of them, I probably just need to undercut. Oh, I'm posting at minimum anyway at that price. Sell more items on Tuesday but make more profit on Wednesday. That's interesting. I'm very aware that my my minimum price on plate gear is too high right now. Which is odd. Because my lithium ore price is 220. That's probably why. My enchanted lithium bar price is just too high. But I've got a very competitive price on shadow gas ingots. Maybe people are just willing to sell things for less margin. What's the price of ore looking like today? Yeah, my price on shadow gas ingots is very competitive, considering it looks like at least Sinvir ore's been reset. You only need to reset one of the zone specific ores to make the shadow gas ingot price skyrocket. And shadow gas ingot price has gone up as well. What are we selling? More tailoring stuff. More tailoring stuff. See, we've not had a single sale above the value of... Oh, we had a couple of 45k sales. A couple of Bone Shatter Helms we sold for 45k a piece. They're the two biggest items on this list, and we've still done 500,000 gold, and most of it's in tailoring. That's the really interesting thing. Like, the majority of the sales are coming from tailoring right now. Baffling to me. That's why this dude is tippy-tapping away, making as many of these enchanted lightless silk as he can. All ores have been reset to 50 gold and Sinvir to 130. Yeah, that makes a huge difference to the price of shadow gas ingots. If you can get your shadow gas ingots 20 gold cheaper, then you can arguably pay that little bit more for the lithium ore as well, and it still balances out. What did we sell? Tailoring shoulders again. Please be a big one. Please be a big one. Rank 3. How are your Grimvale Spoulders selling? Wow, that was coincidental timing, wasn't it? Well, I literally just sold a rank 3, so... virtually all of tailoring right now, like, is just popping off. Lithium is at 240 here. I don't think price will drop any further, even on your server. It was down to 180 gold yesterday. It's dropping. It's dropping. They're all gonna. The weird things are happening. It's all slowly dropping. I mean, I've sold 4 sets of Grimvale shoulders in the last hour. So yeah. I would be selling more if I was constantly restocking it or stocking more of it. Technically I'm out of rank 2s, so I should be crafting some of those. They were selling for 10k a piece. Which is rank 2s, which is pretty profitable. Over a page in sales just on legendaries. Right, this... Oh, it was soul dust I needed to check on, wasn't it? I knew there was something I was meant to be looking up. Soul dust. 20 gold a piece. God damn, somebody's reset that as well. I was buying it for like 16 gold a piece all day yesterday. Well, I mean, I've got so many things to be crafting. I really don't want to be crafting soul dust as well. But at the flip side, I don't particularly want to be paying 20 gold a piece for it either. Today is not the day to be disenchanting though. And I have a feeling I should be buying this before it disappears. Another Grimveln cape at rank 3. And I've still got like a fair... I mean, I can just make arm guards all day long to disenchant them if I want, but the fact that like disenchanting actually takes like my active concentration to do. At least crafting these enchanted materials in the background is semi AFK at the very least. Placed my longboy next to the world boss area near the boss. We'll see if it sells more and if it'll be the same person that used the mount. That's clever. That's pretty smart. You expect somebody to get their legendary power and then instantly go and buy their legendary item off you. That's clever. That's the goblin mindset right there. Another rank 3 pair of bracers, 15k. These little the ways and means that people think about how to make that little bit extra gold or to give themselves that smallest of advantage always amazes me. The creativity of people. Like I remember on day 1 of the legendaries being a thing, I remember people standing in Torghast just shouting that they were selling vessels and missives and like just doing direct trades with people in Torghast just so that people didn't have to go all the way back to the auction house to buy them. Very clever. I mean, you think about it, it's hella smart. Rank 4 breastplate. Rank 4 Shadowghast breastplate. 60k. Yoink. Oh, jewel crafting rings. Yeah, that's one thing I needed to do. I need to make a bunch of them while I can. I forgot about jewel crafting rings. Thanks for the reminder. I don't even think I've checked the jewel crafting rings on my realm. Shadowghast ring. What's it doing right? What's it looking at right now? Rank 1 doesn't exist or rank 1 is stupid cheap. Rank 2's at 25. Rank 3's at 43. And rank 4's at 78. Definitely profit in those. Shadowgast Ring, rank 4. We'll make 2 of those. Two rank 3s. What am I out of? Shadowgast Ingots. Christ on a bicycle. Please hold. I need to get rid of some of these goddamn Shadowgast necklaces, to be fair. I need to just get them on a straight up purge sale mode. Even rank 2 Shadowgast necklaces are like 5k a piece now. Rank 3s... Oh, rank 3s are almost profitable. Holy shit. Rank 4s... Yeah, the neck is just donezo. Oh! Rank 4 Umberhide Pauldrons. There's a nice juicy sale. That's what we wanted. Nice juicy sale. 90k. More bracers at rank 4. 650k sales this hour now. God, it's hard to step out the auction house when you start doing things like this. This dude, have 2 stacks, why not? Whoa, hang on, what's going on there? Why is base group selected all of a sudden? .42 cancels. We shouldn't get throttled. Hopefully. No, we're good. Rings. Shadowgast rings. We wanted one more rank 3, didn't we? Running out of Essence of Rebirth, actually. That's a worry. Let's do 2 rank 2s, because even they are profitable. We'll ignore rank 1 rings, because they're an absolute shit show. Or maybe I'll craft them just because I don't have any. Or do I have any? Do I have any rank 1 rings? I've got rank 1 rings, we're good. I should probably at least think about Leystrite. I'm not going to give it too much thought. But I might think about Leystrite if I get bored. What's your prediction for legendaries after this week? Everything's going to start slowing down after this week. What I want to make very clear though is when I say slow down, I don't mean stop. A lot of people assume that the second you say something is going to slow down, it means that you're not going to make a sale ever again. The demand will slow down for the reason that people are likely to complete their first legendary, and people have been very people have wanted to get their first legendary leveled up. They want to get their first rank 4 legendary. But once they've got their first one, they are less inclined to push as hard as they have done to get their second legendary. Yet, some people play alts, some people play other characters, other specs, which means that there will still be demand for the legendaries for a long time. But the heavy demand, the crazy Wednesday reset days that we're seeing right now, where we're pumping out like hundreds of thousands of gold worth of sales every hour, those crazy days are going to be coming or slowing down. The demand ultimately, like Roscoe has just said, the demand is going to very much sit at rank 1s, which are always going to be under crafting costs, so you can basically ignore them, and rank 4s, because you've got the cheapest option to get the legendary power, and then if you actually like that legendary power, you have the best option. Rank 2s and 3s, I think we'll eventually see the rank 2s and 3s market very, very flooded, because once people have done the upgrade system, they've bought a rank 1, they've upgraded it to rank 2, they've upgraded it to rank 3, they've upgraded it to rank 4. For the next legendary, people will probably buy the rank 1 and then just wait until they have the ash to get it to rank 4 straight away. There'll be a lot less people that will upgrade their second legendaries, because it's actually, especially in terms of leatherworking, super expensive to upgrade it in comparison to just waiting and getting that rank 4. And the fact that rank 1s are basically free in comparison, people will probably get the rank 1, they'll make the rank 1, but then they'll wait until they've got enough ash to upgrade the rank 4. That's my theory, at least. People will have less free time back to work, so it'll be less hectic. Probably, but most goblins are goblins for the fact that they have a lot of time. I think next week is going to be really good because a lot couldn't clear Torghast. Next week should be really hardcore as well. After that, it's probably going to chill. Possibly the case. There was a lot of classes that, at least in the first couple of weeks, didn't really get many Torghast runs done at all. So they may be a week or two behind. But yes, in general, oh boy, am I happy to see that sale. Have you guys just seen what sold? Some of you that were here, when did I buy those rings? When did I buy those rings? I bought those rings, was it yesterday or the day before? Stormforged Signet. People were telling me I was foolish for buying them for 100k. Just sold one for 200k. Boom! So, I'm only 100k away from making my gold back, and I've got 2 of them sat in my bags, which means in theory I could sell these for as little as 50k a piece and still make profit on them overall. Have confidence in your markets. Well, that's dramatically helped our hourly total. 831,000 gold in an hour. I genuinely don't think I've ever hit 1 million gold in an hour. I'm hoping that guy didn't buy it for the purpose of relisting it. Should we see who bought it actually? We'll do this cancel scan in a minute. Who bought it? Where is it? Dobby on a different realm. Let's hope Dobby doesn't relist it on the auction house in a minute. But I don't care if he does, because I'll still undercut him with another one. Ha ha! I think there was only 2 of those rings on the auction house. Oh, there was 4 on the auction house. So 300k was the price I started listing them for when I bought them. There was 3 on the auction house. I bought all 3 of them and reset them to 300k. Over the last couple of days, they've come back down to 200k, and we've just sold one. Peaked at 2.2 mil an hour last Wednesday. I'm at 2.4 mil of incoming sales, but that's on Kazakh, so you probably have way more profit. We'll see. We'll see. I need to get these shadow gas rings on the auction house as well. Big profit in those right now at the moment as well. Oh, hang on. Before we do that, let's just do a quick cheeky cancel scan on these. Much slower than I expected here, the odd sale, but not particularly hectic yet. I mean, it's literally only in the last hour that I've seen it start to pick up. It may be a case of that there was still a lot going on in the hours previously, but it was a lot of the cheap stuff was selling, and now it's getting to the point where I'm willing to sell the stuff. It's always really hard to gauge, just because I don't only post things at minimum price. My operations are set up so that if it goes below minimum, I post at minimum. So rarely am I actually always the cheapest item. So sometimes there'll be a few hours where nothing will sell, which is obviously all the cheap stuff being taken away. But then a lot of my items then start selling very quickly because the cheap stuff is disappeared already, and it's now getting to the middle of the pack as such. Fastest sales happen from 3 to 4 PM. We'll see, we'll see. No, big. If nothing else, that 200,000 gold from that ring is a huge chunk of change that I need to buy some more materials. There's it's nice to have a 200k flip on a BOE, but that gold is going to go instantly straight back into buying more materials. That's a fact. 38 auctions sold, 800,000 gold. Okay, 36 auctions sold, 750,000 gold. There's a good possibility then I can hit 1 million gold in an hour for what will probably be the first time for me on my realm. Hang on, what's Shadowgast ring skipped no assigned operation? Oh, maybe that's why I've not been selling them recently. That's an odd one. $210 and $225 rings are not in groups. Odd. Very odd. Is that really still from the other day? Oh. For some reason I had to re-add all of my rings to groups, thought it was weird. Yeah, that's odd. I'm not sure why that's happened. Alright, fine. Let's try again then, shall we? Hang on. Cancel scan, that's what I meant. Jesus, look at the undercuts. What's this dude doing? He's turning... I could be doing something more profitable for this than this right now. I need to be making enchanted materials, I think. Happened to me too. Still realised I had ungrouped items because of TSM changes last week. Yeah, it's lucky. I mean, it's a good thing it comes up in big, bold, red letters. Otherwise, I'd have never noticed that. Even with all of the craziness going on, there's only... Let's have a look who's... 1, 2, 3, 4... Only 4 other goblins online right now. Or people who I consider to be goblins, should I say. Shadowgas Gauntlets, boom. Once again, 200k sale, and then no sales for like 10 minutes. Bonkers. Too much competition for the sale rate at the moment, so time to do a few other things. Hopefully catch you later for the evening madness. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Tom. We will be back later, yes, that is for sure. Wow, literally, Shadowgas Ring, the second we craft them, they start selling. Yes, today is going to be a 2-stream day, boys and girls, which does actually mean, on that note, we are going to call it quits for this morning's stream. Keep it a nice, short, simple stream this morning. I need to go get some food, make sure I do like the stuff I need to do, and we'll have a stream this evening as well. Now, I'm not sure exactly what time I'll start the stream. My evening streams are never much to a schedule, but 2 things you can do. Make sure obviously you're subscribed to the channel, and then as soon as the video or the live stream gets scheduled, you'll get a notification of it. Alternatively, you can always follow me on Twitter /Manthieus. I do my best to try and actually remember to post there, but I'm pretty bad at it, but you know, it always helps. But yeah, I'm going to go get some food and I'm going to chill out for an hour or 2 before we get into this evening's madness. So please, if you've enjoyed today, remember to hit the like button before you leave, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.